It's time for Everything Noob, your source for all things gaming.
And once again, it is time for the Everything Noob podcast. I am Vortac this evening, joined by Dreadlow. Dreadlow, how you doing?
Hello. Good.
So, we're alone tonight. I think everyone else was too cool for school.
I think so. We're all watching Breaking Bad.
No, that's you. I don't know how I pulled you away from that.
I just started it, and it's like, oh, wow.
Breaking Bad's intense, man. We won't spoil anything, though. So, lots and lots to not talk about tonight, because nothing's going on in the world of gaming other than our, little circle. We could talk about Minecraft. They came out with a new snapshot, and I'm actually really frustrated because they didn't say what's in the new snapshot. But I can
tell you, though.
I can tell you that there's a bunch of new biomes.
Very nice biomes, actually. And
They're nice.
The biomes actually go with where they... In other words, you're never going to go into a... You're not going to be in the desert and then the next biome is going to be a snow biome. It's not going to happen anymore.
Yeah, I like that. I think it's about damn time. And they were almost there with it, but sometimes I would see, rarely, deserts backed up into snow biomes. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
And now, like, when you fly in the air, if it's raining, you get higher, it's snowing in that part of the atmosphere. So now, because of that, mountains are snow-capped, and they're a whole hell of a lot taller.
Yeah,
and that's
lots
cool.
taller.
Now, what sucks about this is it totally trashes terrain generation for old maps, like our server.
Any new servers are just going to have to start a new map.
Start a new map, or generate the new terrain, or... The thing about that is, in the past anyway, when we've tried to keep our old map with a crappy terrain generation, we get chunk errors everywhere. And chunk errors is basically when parts of your world get deleted, whether there's a build on them or not. So if someone has a nice house, half of it could be gone. And
yeah, because that seed is supposed to have a certain biome in it, and that biome doesn't, exist in the old map, so it just makes error.
Yeah, and I'm not fond of that. So we're on our server anyway, our big old SMP server. We are considering a new map, but we don't want to do it yet. We're trying to find ways around it. But again, can't promise anything. We're actually celebrating 2 years of that server being up.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, 2-year anniversary.
I saw the double XP for MMO.
Yep. So if you're someone who plays with our community, you can check the show notes for the link to our website. You can play on our Minecraft server. 2 years old now. Plenty of new maps. We've changed over a dozen times, which sucks. Well, no, we've probably gone through about 3 or 4 maps total. And yeah, no, everyone's really happy. Everyone's really excited about all the cool stuff we have going on all month long. And yeah, then lo and behold, this update for Minecraft comes out. Or not an update, snapshot. Whatever those are.
It's the prequel to 1.7.
Yeah, it's basically preparing you and tightening your sphincter for when 1.7 comes out.
Yeah.
And you're like, no! Or,
There's lots of flowers, though.
Oh, man, I flew across this one biome where it was just trees and tons of flowers. All different colors.
Oh,
what the hell is going on?
Like 10 different flowers, 10, 15 different flowers now.
And now there's blue flowers, and they make blue dye, so lapis is even more useless than it was before. And if you don't know what we're talking about, you need to play Minecraft. I don't know how anyone isn't playing Minecraft at this point, but lapis is this thing you get in caves, and when you get it, you're thinking, wow, this stuff looks cool. What do I do with it? And you soon realize you can only dye things blue with it. That's its whole purpose. It's deep in caves, and you can make blocks that they actually updated in this patch we currently have already. They updated the look of the lapis block. It looks really shiny.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's pretty now. It actually looks like it doesn't look like a blue turd anymore.
Yeah.
Just a milky blue substance.
That's good. Seriously, lapis. Yeah, I've always passed it up whenever I saw it in a cave or whatever. It's not even worth breaking my pickaxe for.
I get it. I don't know what it is, but when I'm in a cave, I'll take anything. I don't care what it is. I'm like, I want this.
I always take redstone and I never use it, but I just take it anyway.
I want to see new ores in Minecraft, like new stuff to find in caves.
Oh yeah, like silver and
I don't know what you would do with it. Maybe, you know what? You should be able to make jewelry for your character. So you find silver and you can make like little chains and
put the little flowers in them and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why the hell not? You can make a crown.
Oh yeah, there you go.
There's plenty of stuff they can add. They need to add some sort of hand protection, like gloves. I don't know why. Why not? Just do it.
Yeah, that would be good. Well, another thing this thing adds is new fishing. The fishing is a little different.
Yeah, there's different types of fish now, like 4. And now you can see the fish swimming in the water.
Yeah, when you see them, when you're fishing, you'll see like it looks like a fish is swimming up to the thing, and then you catch it. Now there's also another thing. There's treasures. You can get treasures or junk.
Oh, that's like MCMMO. Yeah.
Yeah, Paul Soares Jr. did a video on it, and he found out that there's actually three enchantments you can do for the fishing pole, and one of them is a treasure hunter thing. And so he stuck his pole in. The first thing he grabbed is he got an enchantment book.
Oh,
and
wow!
It was like it was insane. It had power 3. It was an enchantment for a sword. So yeah, with that, I mean, not only that, there's junk. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody catch any junk, but I'm sure somebody said something about a tire. You can get a tire out of there. I mean, what are you going to do with a tire?
There's tires?
And I think who was it that Seth Bling
Minecraft
or somebody?
Has tires. Are you joking?
That's what somebody said in a video.
Someone must have been messing around because
they must have been, but they never got one. They just said that was one of the things. Might have been joking, but you can get name tags.
Okay.
From fishing now, you can get name tags. You can get any of the stuff that you could, you'd normally find in dungeons that you can't get anywhere else, and then some. So I'm not sure what the junk is. I don't know.
I would like to see the fish. There's a mod called Tropicraft. And it's really cool. You go to this other dimension, and you're in this tropical paradise. And what I love about Tropicraft is the fish in the water are actually entities. They're actually swimming around, and you can, like, swim with them and stuff. They're not just, like, a bubble that appears, like fishing.
I don't know why they never came up with that.
There's only squids. That's all that lives in the water, and they suck. They do nothing. I hate squids.
And Paul Soares brought up an interesting point. We got a new biome that normally would have lions in it in real life, and so he kind of hinted to the fact that he was making it like, oh, they really need to add more mobs in Minecraft because there's not enough, and he hinted to a lion being in that biome. But
that'd be cool.
That would be cool because they belong there.
Monkeys belong in jungles, and they didn't do that either.
True,
but monkeys must be kind of hard to code compared to ocelots that just run around. Monkeys are required to climb and run around on trees and stuff. So,
yeah,
maybe, but no, you're right. They need more mobs, and I would like to make an aquarium, but the only way you can do that is to have fish actually swimming that you can catch and then throw in the water, and then they swim around.
Yeah, Dr. Zark, who's the one who made Mo Creatures, he's the one that helped them with the horses. I'm just hoping that they take on some of his other ideas for other mobs, because he's got some awesome. Dolphins, sharks. Yeah. Those would be awesome. Be in the oceans. Yeah.
This could be a big update. This could be like the last huge update that I recall for Minecraft was 1.8 beta. Remember that? Like, it changed the entire game. We need another one of those. That's what this 1.7 update needs to be.
And this is the first snapshot. And it could be, this is just kind of my thought on it. I'm thinking that the reason why the first step to adding more mobs is more biomes.
Yeah, more
each
environment.
biome will have their own kind of mob.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that's what they're thinking on doing, is adding more mobs, and this was just the start. I'm hoping.
I think that the main reason they want to do this is to add more environments to the game. But yeah, with more environments should come more creatures to work with.
Clownfish and the pufferfish are the new mobs, or the new fish that you can catch.
They need to be swimming.
I'm wondering if that's what they're going to do. If they're going to add
they
those
need coral.
mobs.
They need some kind of ocean plant because the oceans look like crap now. If you dive down, they're a lot deeper, which is nice, but they're all gravel. The whole surface of the floor is just gravel.
Yeah.
And it
Straight
looks,
gravel.
you know.
Clay's hard to find now.
Clay is a lot harder to find because of that.
Except for the mesa biome, which is all made of clay.
Have we found one of those? I haven't seen one of those yet.
I haven't even tried to snapshot, so I don't know.
I haven't watched any videos on it. I think I watched one, and I just kind of skimmed
They're
through
pretty.
it. And yeah, they're nice. The mesa biomes are just clay, but the clay, you know, they make these clay blocks, and they say, okay, you know, this is a new building block. You can dye them whatever color you want. They're solid. And you think, oh, that's awesome. We don't have anything like that except wool, and wool is like flammable and it's soft and it doesn't make sense. So they come out with these blocks. And yeah, the clay blocks you'd think would be great, but then there's no extra clay. It's easier to find than granted when the game first came out, but man, is it lame?
Oh yeah.
You know, it's so hard to get enough clay blocks to do anything, and I don't like that either. But no, Minecraft 1.7, I'm still excited about it. I think it's going to be a ways off. I think they're trying to get it out in time for Minecon. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Minecon SC happens next month as well. Another Minecraft news. So.
It does. This month's almost halfway through.
Yeah.
And it's going to be in November. Yeah.
No,
so,
October is when it happens, so it's next month.
Oh, they didn't do November this year.
No, November is the real Minecon.
Oh.
Minecon Server Edition is happening in October.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's like mid-October, and it lasts almost a week long. And I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, I think this is, like you said, it's going to be one of those big updates. They're going to include a lot of things. So,
yeah, but
I think the reason why the notes weren't clear when the snapshot came out is because, if I'm not mistaken, Jeb was out of town, and Dinnerbone was, you know, pretty much responsible for this snapshot. So,
is that why?
The website, I think Lydia updates the website, so she was out of town as well. She's doing her thing. So that's probably why there was no real notes on there.
That is so stupid. Because
that's my guess.
I didn't make a snapshot video on my channel just because I knew there wasn't any solid like notes. And I could have sat there all day like, oh, there's new biomes, there's new this, there's new that. But you know how YouTube comments are. All these kids that watched other Snapshot videos are going to come to mine and be like, you forgot this, you missed that. Nope, sorry. I'll do the next one.
Oh, there is one thing that I think you'll like.
What?
And it makes a big difference, especially on servers, I would imagine. You know, the frames.
Item frames?
Item frames?
Yeah.
When you try to click on it to get the object out of the item frame, how the item frame comes with it? Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
So now when you click on it, just the item comes out of the frame, and the frame stays there.
We're having a problem on our server where we have item frames around our spawn area, and they have rare items in them because they're supposed to be displaying what people are selling in their shop, and people will come and just take the stuff out of the sign. And it's like, oh my god, yeah. So it's kind of an issue. We're trying to
protect it with LWC, I think.
Yeah, now we probably can, but that's a lot of extra stuff to protect. People are lazy.
Just add a yes in the config file, and they should be able to.
No, I mean, if you have a chest shop full of chests,
oh yeah,
you got to protect all these.
Like hundreds of
people are already antsy enough as it is, but man, that's a good idea. But yeah, so enough about Minecraft, though. We're alienating a lot of people.
I know, true. Everybody's all like, "What the heck?"
Something that everyone can try.
It's going to be a big update, so I mean, there's a lot to talk about.
It's definitely news, and we'll be talking more about it as we learn more. But something everyone can try right now if you want. Google yourself Cookie Clicker or visit everythingnoob.com and hit up our show notes. And prepare to lose everything. Just your life, your marriage, your kids, your house. Most useless game ever.
It's such a stupid game, but I'm telling you right now, you try it, you'll want to keep playing. I mean, you're going to want to try to go up that ladder and try to get as many cookies as you can. It's just, it's insanely, it's just,
it's so
I don't
addictive.
understand it.
And it ends up playing itself partially, so you don't really have to put too much effort in after a while. But basically you have this cookie on the screen, and it's like, click the cookie, and you click it, and you get a cookie. And you're like, okay. And it wants you to click it 15 times before you can buy a mouse pointer. And that mouse pointer will click the cookie every 10 seconds. And you think, okay. And then once you build up more and more cookies, you can start getting more and more upgrades, more things to get you more cookies faster. When I stopped playing, I was in the millions. Like, I was getting millions of cookies every second. Every second the game was producing that many for me. And then you can just keep buying more crap. So all it is a game where you just upgrade. And since I started before you, unless I stop playing, it's almost impossible for you to catch up to me. There's no strategy to it. You just buy stuff. You know?
Exactly. It's just, but it's insanely addictive.
Yeah, it's just to waste your time. I think it's a good game. Like if you're in an office all day and you have some downtime to have it in like your other browser, just playing
Thank God you can save it.
Yes, you can save by like downloading this code and like save it on your desktop. You can move it from computer to computer.
From what I understand, though, when it first came out, it didn't have that feature. So could you imagine?
It just, someone told me that it saves in a cookie in your browser.
You didn't want to, you didn't want to exit out. You wanted to forget it. That would drive me nuts.
Yeah. So cookie clicker, it's stupid, but you know what? I know why it's so addictive. Because people love to see numbers and progress. So it feels satisfying in some weird way to see all these things.
See it climb.
Like I have 100 mouse pointers now, and like getting to that 100 made me feel so good. I'm like, yes, I have 100 mouse pointers now. Finally, and you get an achievement for it. And that game is the perfect example of how games are today. Because back in the day, there was no achievements or anything like that. There was no drive to keep playing except for the story. And now game developers, all they need to do is make a compelling game, maybe a crappy story but awesome gameplay, and to keep you motivated to keep going, achievements, things that make you feel accomplished when you do mundane things in the game.
What I'd like to know is how do you go about thinking up a game like this? I mean, think about the developer on the developer side. He's sitting there thinking, okay, what kind of game would be exciting? And I mean, to me, when somebody told me that all you do is click on a cookie, I thought, oh, this is lame, this is stupid, I don't. But it was in my browser, and I went ahead and tried it. And it was insanely addictive, and I don't understand. The developer could not have had that insight beforehand. He couldn't have thought about, oh, everybody's going to love this game.
No, I bet you he made it as a joke, but he monetized it instantly, and he's probably making a lot of money now. All the people playing it. There's a donate button. It's like donate and help us keep our servers running, and then there's an ad that's always in the corner. So he's making money because you see the ad, and some people are probably donating to it just because they're like, okay. So you have this game that's making this guy a bunch of money, and all he did was code a cookie to click itself a billion times. It doesn't do anything, but it's just something stupid that people do now. It's going to go away.
Crazy.
But I bet you this guy's going to get a nice big fat check for it just because. And that's pretty cool.
Oh man!
What he should do is he should make it have a purpose. He should have. What keeps games going? And I'm going to use a really bad example. Is the internet and being able to communicate with people within the game. So, let's say you get 1 billion cookies. You can keep upgrading your cookie farms, or you can use those cookies to buy something on the global market, maybe a spot on the high scoreboard or something to compete with other people.
There you go, yeah.
There was a game I used to play. It was all text-based. There was no graphics to this at all, but something about it was like so fun. And the guy who made it was such a lazy ass, and I hate him for it because it could have been something cool. Especially, it was like before the dawn of Facebook. It was when MySpace was really popular.
Okay.
So we didn't really have a whole lot of those crappy games. And after that game went away, Mafia Wars and stuff came around, which was similar but nothing like it at the same time. It was called Hitman RPG. You might be able to Google it, and someone might be doing a knockoff of it right now. But you make an account, okay? Follow me here. You make an account on this game, and you have a little profile. And you can say whatever you want in the profile, whatever, and it has all these stats. So you have to level up, and the way it works is you go into this menu and you say, okay, I'm a hitman, I want to level up my sneaking skills, I want to be a good spy, and I want to be able to steal things. So you level up those skills, but you click and say, okay, how long do you want to level up? 8 hours, and then you go take a nap or go to work or whatever, you come back, and now you have that skill, you've leveled it up. So it's real time. And then you can eventually level your character up to the max point, which isn't that hard to do, and let's say someone in the game pisses you off because people are trading things. There's rare items you can buy, which is what drove the economy. So there's really cheap rare items, and then there's really expensive rare items. So people would buy these items and trade them amongst each other, but if someone stole something or scammed you, you could kill him, and then their account's gone, and they got to make a new one.
Oh, wow.
So that's what drove this game, and all it was text. So there was like these angry forums with people yelling at each other all the time, and people just sending their character to the city their other character's at, and then setting up a hit. And then you can get your friends together, and you can all hit the one guy at once. So,
oh, man.
And then what would happen is that guy would be, quote, protected by one of his friends, and one of his friends would be like, that, and he'd grab all his buddies, and then they'd attack, and it would just be an all-out war until all the accounts on the game were gone, and everyone had to make a new one and just start over and get back in the forums, and the whole process starts over again. It was the coolest, stupidest thing ever, but that's the kind of crap you need to do with these useless games. Because if you played that alone, it would be stupid, but because it was on the internet, and because all these people were killing each other, there was a risk. You know, you log on, and you're like, I can't say the wrong thing, someone might get mad. Then there was people who just kill noobs. Those people were hated, so the people who've been playing a while would kill those kids, and man, it was a blast, but it was so stupid.
Yeah. I mean, those games are attractive, and God knows why. But
another fake game that I found a while back, and this is short. All you're doing is trying to beat it, and it takes 2 seconds. It's called "You Have to Burn the Rope."
Oh, I've seen that.
You've seen that? So
yes,
you guys should just go to our show notes and check out "You Have to Burn the Rope." EverythingNoob.com. I don't want to give it away because it's such a short game.
It's hard, yeah, because you can't spoil it.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, you're gonna just beat the game and then go through the credits. Just the whole thing. It's really, really, really funny. It was just made for humor's sake. And I'm not going to say any more than that, but that's another useless game that people need to, just try, but don't get invested in it. There's real video games to play.
Well, here's one for you.
What?
Goat Petting Simulator.
You were telling me about this earlier. Goat Petting Simulator. I'm not even going to search for this stupid thing. What is this?
It's a 3D environment. You're first person in a first-person setting, and there's hills and trees around you when you start the game.
Sounds gorgeous.
And your hand's sticking out, kind of like in a first-person way,
Yeah.
And right in front of you is like a little fence, and in the fence is a goat. And you go up to the goat, and you click on him. That's it.
That's it.
The game. No points, no nothing. There's no progress or nothing. You just sit there and pet the goat.
Does it do anything?
I don't know why. It doesn't do anything.
Does it get aroused? Does it?
The funny thing is,
attack you?
People are streaming this.
What? I don't know what's more sad. People streaming it or people watching it?
10 minutes, but it's just, I don't know. It's one of those cult favorites,
No.
A guy just made this. I could have made this. I mean, I'm just. Why can't I think of stuff like this? I'd probably be a millionaire.
We're on a trend. You should probably do it now. I mean, because now people are looking for stupid games to play. Look at the stupid game I found. No, look at the stupid game I found. And it just goes and goes and goes. And then one guy is going to get so frustrated, he's going to take one of the stupid concepts and make a real game out of it, and then make the big ones. That's what's going to happen. Like I was telling you, that cookie clicker guy needs to jump on it and make a version of it that's more competitive in some way.
Right.
It's pretty creative. I mean, if you really think about it, it's funny. It has some humor to it, and it is kind of creative. It's still useless, but that doesn't mean it's not creative.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if it's just. Like I said, I could have come up with something like that. It's just, but I'm in my mind, I'm thinking this would never go anywhere.
No.
I would never even try it. That's why I wonder what was in the dev's mind when he came up with this. Did he just do it for a joke, or, I mean, what the heck?
I think it was inspired.
I think they're on 0.125 right now version, which obviously he started at 0.1. So I mean, he's updating it.
I played in the middle of an update. Like they updated it, and I refreshed my browser, and instantly I noticed that the little screens where when you scroll over something in the game, it shows you how many cookies that thing has collected and what it's capable of collecting. That little pop-up got bigger and easier to see. And I'm like, oh, that's a cool update. And they added a few other things, some other achievements, and basically you can beat the game by getting all the achievements. And if you really stick to it and really keep it on in your browser, it's not. I could have beaten it already, but I turned it off because I needed to shut down my computer. It was on way too long, and with all these storms going on right now, I don't want it to sit on all night and then lightning strikes and then there's a power surge and then my computer, some motherboard gets fried or power supply.
Well, from what I understand, when you minimize it, that's when it actually stops.
No, when you X out, it stops. You can minimize it.
Oh,
you can sit there
but
and...
For me, that's hard. I tried, because I was gonna watch, like a Netflix thing or something like that. But I find myself going back to it once in a while and buying a few things and clicking on things and then going back to my movie.
So you know our guy that does the voice for our podcast here, Drew, and he's on. He actually, I asked him about this game. He actually endorsed it. You want to know what he said?
What did he say?
It's the tits.
It's the cookie tits.
Cookie tits. I'm sorry, I had to do it. So yeah, cookie clicker, useless video games. Man, why?
Oh, I don't know.
Why does it happen?
I think you have to burn the rope. That was the big major one that when it came out. That was. But I thought maybe a trend of others would follow, but nothing. But now they're starting to come back. So
Clop was brought up
that was
for a comparison. Clop
have you ever tried it?
Stupid. Yeah, Clop is difficult. Like you have to control each leg of this horse by pushing different buttons. So you're in control, kind of like Surgeon Simulator. You're in control of every leg, just like in Surgeon Simulator. You're in control of every finger on your hand.
Yeah,
and that's a funny game. That was good. You can tell that was well done.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that one's gory too. But yeah, get Surgeon Sim on Steam. Oh my gosh. I saw that game before it was popular. I'm like, I should really do a video on this before it gets popular, and then I never got around to it. And sure enough, everyone found it. I'm like, oh man. So,
yeah, now everybody's doing it. It's crazy.
Yeah, and you can only do so much with it. I think it's good for like a 1 hour long stream. Like just you and your friends laughing it up at this stupid Surgeon Sim. That's a good one for just a quick laugh.
Right.
But people are, there's something to be said about useless little arcade games like that. It's working for them. They're making bank. So, I mean, yeah, they got to be doing something right.
Yeah, but I just wish I could get into that. I want to start making bank. I can come up with some stupid stuff.
Well, do it. I want to start doing more mod reviews that are about fake mods. That was fun.
Oh, I remember I was thinking on doing something like that, but I was waiting for the updates and stuff.
Yeah.
But I got to come up with some crazy stuff.
I'm doing a lot of different things on my YouTube channel right now. I'm trying to get it, to be funnier and less Let's Plays. Let's Plays are so boring. I'm trying to do something fun and exciting. So, no, there's a lot out there. There's a lot of different things you can do, and now all these useless games are kind of inspiring me to be a little more creative.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
definitely.
But yeah, also, real quick, Seth Bling, you were saying earlier, too, I found this, and you found this, and we were laughing about it. Seth Bling made a cookie clicker in Minecraft.
Yeah, and it wasn't, think about it, a cookie clicker just started becoming popular.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, it didn't take him long, did it?
Nope.
He just instantly comes up with it. That's Seth Bling, I tell you. He's made a lot of
That
Minecraft
guy is a
games.
genius. That guy is a pure genius. But check that video out. It's going to be linked in the show notes as well. And we encourage everyone to visit everythingnoob.com. Lots to see, lots to do. You can contact us. You can call us. All those things. But this is going to have to be a short podcast this evening. I hope you all understand. And hopefully next week we'll be back with a better internet connection, and we'll be able to stream it live again.
Yep.
So, all right. Thanks for watching.
Alrighty.
Thanks for listening. Catch you next time.
Take care.
Thanks for listening to the Everything Noob podcast. Be sure to visit everythingnoob.com for previous episodes, show notes, host bios, and blogs. And while you're there, feel free to write us with any questions, comments, or suggestions you may have. Don't forget to check out the links to our Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch TV channel as well. On behalf of the Noobs, see you next week, and happy gaming.